Everyone who comes to Sanoviv has a story, and I'm no different. Hi, my name is Elaine. I'm part of the Sanoviv family, and here is how I came to be part of that wonderful family. In 2004, I was diagnosed with cancer. This was a difficult diagnosis for my family. My mother died of breast cancer when I was 14, and my father would die a year later of lung cancer 6 weeks after he was diagnosed. I did everything that the traditional doctors told me to do. Didn't know about Sanoviv at that time, and in fact, my doctors here concurred with most of the treatment that I had. But the follow-up treatment was very difficult for my body. My kind of cancer responded best to an oral radiation pill. Actually, it had to be federally administered, and I had to be in a lockdown for them to give it to me. It was about this big, wasn't allowed to touch it, and I swallowed it. And the idea of that kind of radiation is that it is taken up into the cells and it obliterates everything. The side effect of that radiation is that I spent 7 days in a hospital room, so radioactive that the only people who came near me wore hazmat suits. I wonder if you can imagine what that did to the inside of my body. Over the next year, that, coupled with the medicine that I had to take afterwards and grieving over my father's death, re-grieving my mom, turned me into a very, very difficult person. It was an awful time for me. And in the winter of 2006, a good friend of mine said, in 2 weeks, my wife and I are going to Sanoviv. I want you to come with us. I didn't know what it was. In fact, I knew a lot less about it than you probably do right now. But I was desperate. My health was awful. I was depressed. There were many days I didn't want to get out of bed, and I couldn't find a way to bounce back to the happy, successful person that I always had been. So I said yes, and I did what a lot of you will do, which is arrive in San Diego and be picked up in a van by someone who's now become my friend, Pedro, who's one of our Sanoviv drivers. What a great guy. Looked after me all the way down, and I got to Sanoviv, and it was such a relief for them just to give me clothes to wear and to give me a schedule of where to go every day. And because I didn't know anything about it, I went in with a completely open mind, and what I found changed my life, and I hope that it changes yours. You see, there was a lot wrong with me. A lot of it from what happened from the medication, the radiation that I had to take, a lot of it from what I was worried about and grieving about. You see, some people tell us that our illness is all in our mind, but what I have learned from our Sanoviv specialists is that when you feel ill, you are ill. And it doesn't matter if it started in your heart or in your brain or with an errant cell that did not belong on your body that needed to leave. All of those can be the foundations of disease. For me, well, it took 3 more visits to Sanoviv, but let me tell you, I am healthy, I'm happy and thriving, and to be able to be here and tell you my story, it is with joy in my heart. In fact, I'm speaking to you from Sanoviv today, where it is so peaceful. The ocean is behind me, there's hugs all around, and what I know is that I'm doing the best thing that I can for my body. I don't take a whole lot of medicines that have side effects, and in fact, I don't take any. I follow the advice of my doctors. I eat what I'm supposed to eat, and when I don't, I forgive myself. I grieve, but I grieve healthily now. This is my home. Sanoviv is home in my soul, and when I come through the gates, take a deep breath every time, because I know that peace and healing is waiting for me here, the same way that it's waiting for you and all the other members of our Sanoviv family. It's wonderful. I sleep here so wonderfully. Throw the doors open in the evening and hear the ocean's gentle waves saying, go to sleep, it's okay, because tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day just like today. This is a place of healing. It's been my place of healing, and for thousands and thousands of other people. It's amazing to know that every year at Sanoviv, 60% of the people who were here have come for the 2nd or 3rd or 10th or 11th time. Lots of people come here for the medicine, but we all come back for the love.